10 foods that are toxic to dogs and should be avoided. Welcome to our channel, where we explore essential tips for keeping your canine companion safe and healthy. As much as we enjoy sharing our meals with our furry companions, it's essential to remember that not all human foods are safe for dogs. Some foods can be toxic and even life-threatening to our canine friends. Understanding which foods to avoid can help prevent accidental poisoning and keep our pets healthy. Here are 10 common foods that are toxic to dogs and should be avoided at all costs. Before we begin, make sure to smash that like button and hit the subscribe for more exciting content. 1. Chocolate. Chocolate, with its theobromine and caffeine content, is highly toxic to dogs, causing symptoms ranging from vomiting and diarrhea to rapid breathing, increased heart rate, seizures, and even death. The severity of these effects depends on the type and quantity of chocolate consumed, with darker varieties like cocoa powder posing the greatest risk. Swift veterinary intervention is essential upon ingestion suspicion to mitigate potential harm. Dog owners should remain vigilant, keeping chocolates securely out of reach to prevent accidental ingestion and prioritize their pet's safety and well-being. Awareness and proactive measures are crucial in avoiding the dire consequences of chocolate toxicity in canine companions. 2. Grapes and raisins. Grapes and raisins pose a severe threat to dogs, with even minimal ingestion potentially leading to kidney failure. Symptoms encompass vomiting, diarrhea, lethargy, dehydration, and reduced urine output. Despite the unknown toxin responsible, caution dictates complete avoidance of these fruits in canine diets. The mysterious nature of the toxin underscores the unpredictability of individual dog reactions, necessitating stringent prohibition of grape and raisin consumption by dogs. Owners must remain vigilant, ensuring these hazardous snacks are inaccessible to their pets to avert potentially fatal consequences. Prioritizing pet safety mandates proactive measures to prevent inadvertent exposure to these toxic fruits. 3. Onions and garlic. Onions and garlic, irrespective of their form, raw, cooked, or powdered, harbor compounds detrimental to a dog's red blood cells, precipitating hemolytic anemia. Manifestations of onion or garlic toxicity encompass weakness, lethargy, pallor in gums, vomiting, diarrhea, and respiratory distress. The potency of these ingredients warrants meticulous avoidance, as even minute quantities can induce harm. Consequently, stringent measures must be implemented to prevent dogs from accessing these ingredients. Maintaining a vigilant eye and ensuring onions and garlic remain out of a dog's reach are imperative steps in safeguarding their health and averting the onset of potentially life-threatening hemolytic anemia. 4. Xylitol. Xylitol, a prevalent sugar substitute in sugar-free products like gum, candies, baked goods, and select peanut butter brands, poses a severe threat to dogs. Although harmless to humans, xylitol induces a swift insulin release in dogs, precipitating hypoglycemia or low blood sugar. Ingestion of this substance can manifest symptoms ranging from vomiting and weakness to seizures and liver failure, potentially culminating in fatality without prompt intervention. Given the gravity of xylitol toxicity, stringent measures should be enforced to prevent canine access to products containing this sugar substitute. Swift veterinary care is imperative upon ingestion suspicion to mitigate the perilous consequences and safeguard the dog's well-being. 5. Avocado. Avocado, while containing a toxic substance poses a greater risk to dogs in its pit, skin, and leaves due to their higher percent concentrations. While small quantities of ripe avocado flesh are typically safe for canine consumption, larger amounts can induce gastrointestinal disturbances like vomiting and diarrhea. Moreover, the sizable pit presents a choking hazard for dogs, necessitating caution when offering avocados as treats. Owners should ensure dogs are not exposed to avocado parts beyond the ripe flesh to prevent potential adverse reactions and choking incidents. 6. Alcohol. Alcohol presents an acute danger to dogs, capable of inducing alcohol poisoning, marked by a range of symptoms, including vomiting, diarrhea, labored breathing, tremors, seizures, coma, and potentially death. Even minute quantities of alcohol, whether from beer, wine, Liquor or dishes cooked with alcohol can precipitate severe health consequences in dogs. Consequently, it's imperative for pet owners to diligently safeguard all alcoholic beverages and products containing alcohol, ensuring they remain inaccessible to pets. Proactive measures in restricting access to alcohol are essential for preserving the well-being and safety of canine companions. 7. Macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts pose a significant toxicity risk to dogs, eliciting symptoms such as weakness, tremors, vomiting, hyperthermia, and an inability to stand. Despite an unclear mechanism of toxicity, even minimal ingestion of macadamia nuts can provoke adverse effects in dogs. Swift veterinary intervention is imperative upon suspicion of ingestion to mitigate potential harm. Given the severity of symptoms and the unknown nature of the toxin, it's crucial for pet owners to exercise caution and prevent dogs from accessing macadamia nuts altogether. Proactive measures can help avert the dire consequences of macadamia nut toxicity in canine companions. 8. Caffeine. Similar to chocolate, caffeine acts as a potent stimulant that poses a significant risk to dogs. Ingestion of caffeine can prompt symptoms including restlessness, accelerated breathing, heart palpitations, tremors, seizures, and collapse. Sources of caffeine encompass coffee, tea, energy drinks, caffeine pills, and specific medications. Even minimal quantities of caffeine can induce toxicity in dogs, underscoring the importance of preventing their exposure to such substances. Proactive measures to restrict access to caffeine-containing products are essential in safeguarding the well-being and health of canine companions. 9. Dairy products. While certain dogs may tolerate small quantities of plain yogurt or cheese, many canines are lactose intolerant, rendering dairy consumption problematic. Digestive disturbances such as diarrhea and gas commonly ensue after ingesting dairy products. Moreover, some dairy items, such as cheese containing additives like garlic or onion, can prove toxic to dogs. Given these considerations, it's advisable to restrict dairy intake in dogs and opt for lactose-free alternatives when necessary to mitigate potential adverse effects on their digestive health and overall well-being. 10. Raw meat and bones. Contrary to popular belief, feeding raw meat and bones to dogs can pose significant health risks. Raw meat may contain harmful bacteria such as Salmonella and E. coli, which can cause food poisoning in dogs and humans alike. Additionally, cooked bones can splinter and cause choking, gastrointestinal obstruction, or perforation of the digestive tract. It's safer to feed dogs commercially prepared dog food that meets their nutritional needs without the risk of bacterial contamination or bone-related injuries. While it can be tempting to share our favorite foods with our canine companions, it's crucial to prioritize their health and well-being by avoiding foods that are toxic to dogs. By being aware of the potential dangers and keeping harmful foods out of reach, we can help ensure that our furry friends stay safe and healthy for years to come. If you suspect that your dog has ingested a toxic substance, contact your veterinarian or an emergency animal poison control hotline immediately for guidance and assistance. If you find our videos helpful, don't forget to share, subscribe, and hit the like button to support our channel.